With spring in the works here, it can be easy for a creative mind to fall into a slump as the days feel as though they're on this constant flip between sunny and rainy, with temps just not rising fast enough. But little by little, just as the forsythia in our backyard has begun their blooms, our creativity can blossom as well. Welcome to another video. Today is another beautiful spring day, but the gloom can definitely put a damper on the creative mood. For me, I do find it helpful to work on my most essential creative projects in the morning, so that would be my comics. Speaking of comics, today I'm drawing an actual comic page, because I don't actually have anything else prepared right now. So I chose a page that doesn't really have any spoilers, so enjoy. But I'll have new things soon. Though it is old news by now. From April 5th to April 7th, my partner and I attended a convention, a fursuit or furry convention. I'm mostly just the tag-along, as this isn't my sort of con that I personally enjoy, but I do highly appreciate the creativity and the designs of the characters and the suits. It blows my mind how much actually goes into them. Even though it's not a con I can personally relate to, I still appreciate it from a artistic standpoint. If you're curious why I go, the reason is actually pretty simple. I not only ensure the well-being of my partner, but I also make sure things remain in order and keep track of their necessities while they're in fursuit. So I'm referred to as a handler because I handle everything. And here are some pictures of Finn. His species is a manokit. These were taken at the con, and this is their other character, Nyx. During this con, we did meet up with some friends, but mostly we largely just walked around. From my understanding, it's not one of the bigger fur cons, but still established enough. I also learned a lot, and I'm so excited to reveal that I really want to have a table at a con in the future. I've had this dream before, but in the past didn't consider it for various reasons, didn't take it seriously. The largest reason is that I had never actually gone to a convention of any sort until 2021 or 22? Pretty recent either way, or at least within the last few years. Which for me, that's pretty rather late in the game, but it is what it is. Overall, most of the days went pretty smoothly, no issues, we still had fun, except, as sad as I have to say this, there were still some rotten apples at this smaller con too. Some of the stunts pulled at the wee hours of the morning, and I'm talking about like 2-3 o'clock to be exact, like before dawn kind of morning, I think actually might be illegal, so please, don't do them. Don't be these idiots. Don't go blaring an air horn through the hotel, don't rev your fancy-ass sports car, and definitely the most probably illegal part is using flashlights, strobe lights, whatever it was, from your window aimed towards the street with traffic on those streets. Don't do this. This can potentially hurt people. You could potentially cause an accident because, those lights could blind somebody. It's people like these who give conventions a bad name and make people hesitant to even attend. And you could also be potentially suggesting to the hotel to never host a con there ever again. So don't do this. The only other idiotic thing that happened by another, maybe even one of the same rotten apples, I honestly don't know, was actually on the day we were leaving. So first, Saturday night, because my partner and I, we stayed at a different hotel than the event hotel. The event hotel was already booked out by the time we were looking to get our tickets and stuff. So we found a nearby hotel. When we went to our hotel Saturday night, we noticed that there was suddenly no parking spots. We literally had to ask the person inside the hotel, like, where do we park? There's literally nothing. There's a car with a trailer taking up 5 parking spots on the side of the building, but they don't know who they are, and why they would park there is beyond me. When there was, as far as I could see personally, there was plenty of other places for them to park that wouldn't be hindering other residents of the hotel. But whatever, I guess that's just me. So he told us basically to just park wherever we could, so that's what we did. And we thought nothing further of it. We were a little concerned about this fact, but didn't think further on it. So by morning, we then also noticed the hotel itself was way busier. There was a lot more people at breakfast, and we did ask, like, what's going on? Why is there almost 3 times as many people as there were, like, the previous few nights? Turns out, someone made a bomb threat on the hotel that was sponsoring the con. Or hosting the con, not sponsoring, sorry. I guess, apparently, from my understanding, this has actually happened before at this particular con last year in 2023. Where they also had a bomb threat and everybody got kicked out, but that, as far as my understanding, was not early in the morning. This time it was early in the morning. It is cold, and everybody is just standing out there. I mean, even the McDonald's just across the street was like just packed with people. To the point where I doubt there was even any tables left. There was just people standing everywhere. It was kind of just sad and very concerning to see as a whole. For many, this is like the only time they get to see their friends or feel like themselves in a safe space. Why anybody would ruin such a thing just because they may not entirely agree with one thing or another from a FurCon? Go touch some freaking grass, man. Mind your own business. Not sure if they ever caught this person, but I'm sure hoping they do, because this is not okay to do. I don't care if you disagree with FurCons in general or what happens at them or whatever. If you don't like it, let it go. Just move on. Mind your own business. Seriously. But beyond that, though, the con was good. It was great. Everyone was happy. We played games. They even had this room set up, which I was super impressed because it had retro games that I hadn't literally seen since I was 10. I even learned how to play a card game called Unstable Unicorns, which was interesting. Came close to winning one game, but nope, not in the cards for me that day. There was so many just various board games that I didn't even have a clue existed, because it's just not really my genre, so to speak. I had no problem being my partner Finn's handler and just, while he's off talking, doing his thing, I can just sit there and draw and, socialize in my own unsociable way, pretty much. I did pull myself out of my comfort zone a little bit by generally doodling in public, which is not something I do, and In one of the lounge rooms, they actually had covered the tables with paper, so I drew some pretty colorful shrimp on them, which actually turned out pretty cute. I like them. Supposedly they cut them all out, and I do kind of wonder if anybody actually took them home. I'd find it interesting to know if anybody did take my shrimp home. Overall, I just want to say that these times, even if it's not an event or place you may particularly feel you like fit in or that fits you or your vibe, it can have its own benefits just by going, just by attending. I learned a lot through simple observations of the artist tables. I looked forward to, just seeing the various characters, colors, costumes, interactions, things like that. For me, that's part of being an artist, is observation. Plus, having my partner be like absolutely bonkers happy to be with his people, to me, that's honestly worth it. I still got to doodle some. I saw some absolutely amazing, wonderful artworks at this con that sparked some great new ideas. Sometimes we just, as creatives, we need a break from our usual routines and habits and jump into the unknown. Check out arts that are, outside our usual fields and passions of your expertise. And you never know, you might find new creative inspirations you can pull from those. I did even end up buying a couple things of artwork from things I just found really amazing on their own. So essentially what I'm trying to say is, as a creative, you need breaks. Take your breaks. A creative mind needs rest as well. That doesn't mean you have to entirely put down your pencil or tablet, but just get away from what you normally do on the daily. So with that said, thank you for tuning in, and by the time this goes live, I'm sure the situations at the con will most likely be very old news and hopefully much resolved. So till next time, stay creative, everyone, and thank you so much for your support.